One year inside the wrestling basement, coming at you with every freaking thing you need to know. Monday Night Raw edition. Without further ado, let's jump right to today's video. First up, we got a mixed tag team match between the newlyweds of Bob Lashley and Lana going against Liv Morgan and Rusev. I would definitely have to go with Rusev and Liv Morgan to come out with the win tonight as far as this mixed tag team match tonight on Monday Night Raw. And in case you didn't know, they run most of these storylines at the house show, and I literally just seen this same mixed tag team match down here Saturday when we had this Monday Night Raw. They had that same mixed tag team match in which Rusev and Liv Morgan won the match, and it was a very good experience. And overall, as far as the storyline, at first I was like, I'm ready for it to be over, but if Vince McMahon hold on to this storyline this long, it gotta have a huge payout, and hey, I hope it comes sooner than later. So I had to go with Rusev and Liv Morgan to come out on top of this mixed tag team match. Also, as we get one step closer to seeing what's inside of Eric Rowan's cage, hey, as far as tonight, we can all see him going against some local talent. And like I said, maybe we are like literally weeks or a couple of Monday Night Raws out until we finally see what's inside of that cage. Last week it bit him, and the week before that it spit out blood. So obviously it's some kind of mammal or gerbil or whatever the hell it's supposed to be. So maybe we are closer to seeing what's inside of that cage. Who is next to challenge the Viking Raiders as far as the Raw Tag Team Champions? Like I said, at this house show we just had this Saturday, it was a triple threat match between the Viking Raiders, the Street Profits, and the OC. But it was AJ Styles and Luke Harper instead of Carl Anderson and Luke Harper. So in that match, of course, the Viking Raiders retained the Raw Tag Team Champions. So this leads me to believe that at the Royal Rumble, they're going to have another triple threat match in which the Viking Raiders could potentially lose this match, with them not being the people that actually losing, but due to either the OC or the Street Profits picking up the win. Or we can very well see the Viking Raiders capitalize on the OC and the Street Profits doing all the work and, having that championship advantage, because in triple threat matches, they love to say that the champion lose all this advantage, in which it really don't, because you can let the other two people fight and you go in there and pick up the scraps like Edge did many of times in triple threat matches. So you gotta bet at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, we more than likely gonna get another triple threat match, and me personally, I wouldn't mind seeing it. So as far as tonight, maybe Monday Night Raw, they just plant more seeds heading into who will potentially face the Viking Raiders as far as the Raw Tag Team Champions at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Who will gain momentum heading into the Raw Women's Championship match when we see the man Becky Lynch go one-on-one with Asuka at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Now, we could very well see Becky Lynch lose the Raw's Women's Championship. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing it, and I wouldn't mind seeing her keep the championship. But you gotta think, Becky Lynch defeated both Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania to hold both Raw and SmackDown Women's Champions. And if you don't remember, Ronda Rousey really debuted around the Royal Rumble, and considering the fact that she could very well be in the Royal Rumble, she could very well screw Becky Lynch out of Raw's Women's Championship. That would definitely reheat that whole rivalry. And I'm not a huge fan of Ronda Rousey, so out of Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch, I would definitely take Becky Lynch over Ronda Rousey. So I honestly wouldn't mind seeing a screw job by Ronda Rousey on Becky Lynch to cost her the championship, because I don't see nobody but Charlotte Flair taking the championship off of Becky Lynch. So even with Asuka having Kyra Sane in her corner, I just don't see her just defeating her like that unless she spray that green mist in her face, and that's how they get the championship off of her. So as far as the Royal Rumble, it can go either way. It's endless possibility as far as the Raw's Women's Championship match. But tonight on Monday Night Raw, considering the fact that Becky Lynch and Asuka been going back and forth on Monday Night Raw, Asuka sprayed the green mist in Becky Lynch's face. Becky Lynch punched Asuka out. It's going to be very interesting tonight on Monday Night Raw to see who get the upper hand and who gain momentum heading to the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And sticking to the women's action, I can bet my last dollar that we're definitely going to see the rivalry continue between Charlotte Flair and Sarah Logan. Even though it's not really a rivalry, just from I would say, popularity contest and in-ring skills, Charlotte Flair is way better than Sarah Logan. it's really nobody just pound for pound on Charlotte Flair's level, and it's like she's like, I would compare Charlotte Flair to the Usos. It's like they are not far away from the championships, and when they do get the championships, it don't be a shock because they are like grade A superstars, and whether they have the championships or not, they are like they're on top of the game. So as far as Charlotte Flair and Sarah Logan is really just there to occupy Charlotte Flair and keep her on TV because, like, I feel as though when Charlotte Flair is not the champion, they don't really have nothing booked for her like a real good storyline for her. I wouldn't mind seeing Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey go at it to see who faced Becky Lynch at WrestleMania or something. A storyline like that in the end, which, of course, like I said, I'm not the biggest Ronda Rousey fan, so I take Charlotte Flair over Ronda Rousey any day of the week. So as far as Sarah Logan and Charlotte Flair, of course Charlotte Flair is going to get the win over her tonight if they was to have another one-on-one match. Next, we have a ladder match for the U.S. Championship. We got the champion Andrade versus the master of the 619 Rey Mysterio. Now, of course, Andrade is going to remain the United States champion because the original plan was for Humberto to be the U.S. champion and Andrade to take the championship off of him. But since Rey Mysterio won the championship, they had to change the plans around. So after Rey Mysterio loses to Andrade and now this storyline is over, Humberto will definitely be in a huge storyline over the United States Championship with Andrade. So count on Rey Mysterio to lose this ladder match tonight on Monday Night Raw. And since we're talking about championships, for the third week in a row, we got the WWE Champion Brock Lesnar in the building. You know, of course, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman going to have a nice promo talking about how he's going to win the Royal Rumble at the #1 spot. But as far as the Royal Rumble, and since Paul Heyman is writing a show in which many of times I forget that Paul Heyman is like on the production team and he have a strong influence on what we see on TV. You gotta believe that whoever eliminated Brock Lesnar in the Royal Rumble, which I hope is Drew McIntyre, would definitely face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, in which I got a strong feeling Brock Lesnar is going to lose the WWE Championship at the WrestleMania pay-per-view. So, like I said, I'm hoping it's Drew McIntyre. Pretty much expect what we got the last 2 weeks, a promo out of Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. And last and certainly not least, we got the Monday Night Messiah, we got the ALP, and we got Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy has recently aligned with Seth Rollins and the AOP on Monday Night Raw. Rumors have been going around that they're supposed to get a 5th member of the AOP, Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. But as far as tonight, I look forward to seeing where this storyline goes between these 4 superstars. At this house show this past Saturday night, Buddy Murphy went one-on-one Aleister Black again. Seth Rollins and the AOP, they went against Ricochet, Kevin Owens, and Samoa Joe, which leads me to believe that Big Show is pretty much done. Like, he's not going to be there every week to have that back, so I'm guessing Ricochet is going to take his place. And like, as far as those 8 men, I still believe that Seth Rollins, the AOP, and Buddy Murphy have the upper hand on those 4 superstars. And as far as the Buddy Murphy and Aleister Black situation, I got a strong feeling Aleister Black is about to start taking a lot of losses. Because since Buddy Murphy didn't align with AOP and Seth Rollins, he got a new fire lit under his ass. I got a strong feeling that Monday Night Raw is finna be even better with these 4 superstars aligned with each other running Monday Night Raw. So with that pretty much being every freaking thing you need to know as far as Monday Night Raw, feel free to smash that like button, super kick subscribe button, comment down below, hit the bell notification. Until next time, One Yay Wrestling Basement.